Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Overboard. Alright, so every time you quit the game, because this is a new recording session, it doesn't save your progress in the day, which is okay. But let's go ahead and just do the fast-forward thing. Okay, let's look around the cabin, bathroom, fix my face, pocket the other one. Leave the bathroom. Alright, so what I want to do is I need, like, can I frame Clarissa? And I think that we might be able to do that if we then go down to the smoking room. I'm a little bit worried about time here. Malcolm's jacket. Let's go ahead and look in the pockets, take the wallet. Take the key, leave the room. Alright, if I come up here, 8:57, this is gonna be really tight. I don't know if there's a better way to do this. Clarissa's door, try the key from Malcolm's jacket. Suddenly the door opens, it's Clarissa.
Oh my god, what are you doing?
Looking for my husband or waiting for you? I'm looking for my husband.
Your husband is dead, Veronica. Now get out! Get out!
She shoves me out of the room with surprising force and slams the door. Okay, so that I might not have time for that. Let's see, is there anything else that I can think of? Because I wanted Carstairs to find the earring. And I don't have time for that. Because I gotta look in the mirror. Is there a way to do that fast enough? I don't think there is. Alright, let's go ahead and use Malcolm's key. I step into Clarissa's room. She jumps to her feet and begins shoving papers from her desk into a drawer.
Oh my god, what are you doing? Get out, you monster, get out!
Now I've got you cornered.
Eek!
What are those papers you're hiding? Just tell me why you're crying. I threatened Clarissa directly. I just want to know what you saw. That's all.
I saw him fall, alright?
Fall?
Right past this porthole. Like he wanted to say one last goodbye to me before...
Before what?
Before he hit the sea, obviously.
You sure it was him?
I wasn't sure. Then I remembered what you were like.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He wouldn't have done it except for you. You wouldn't give him a divorce and he couldn't live without me.
You know nothing about him.
I knew his soul. It was you. You didn't know him.
You can't have seen him. You can't expect anyone to believe this rubbish.
I know what I saw. I hate you.
What are those papers you're hiding?
None of your business. Get out. Now get out.
Alright, so that's that. I can open this door anytime I want.
You witch! I never want to see you again. I know what you did to him. I know.
So, it's kind of a minor issue, really. The fact that, you know, we talked to her, we already know, like, we've already discussed this, and yet we have, are you talking about Malcolm? Have you seen Malcolm? Where is he?
Don't pretend you don't know.
We can't talk like this.
Open the damn door. I'd rather stick a knife in my heart than talk to you. Can't you understand that?
You want to talk to me, don't you? That's why you keep talking to me.
Go away! Go away! Leave me alone, you monster! You harpy!
Ah, no. Mem Sahib, is everything quite all right? What did you hear? Oh, my hearing isn't so good. You can be sure of that. On account of the guns at the Tigris. Good day to you, Mrs. Villancy. Knocking Clarissa's door again. Meet me on the upper deck.
I never want to see your face again, ever.
For your own good. Trust me.
Trust you? Ha!
Alright. Duck out of sight. Okay, use Malcolm's key. Drop an earring. Leave the room. Okay, let's see if I can get up onto the deck. Ah, she's up here. Alright. So I wanted to do this while she wasn't up here. While no one was up here. Make my way to the upper deck, and there she is.
Well, you wanted to talk to me? Out with it!
Close by, Lady H is leaning over the rail. She's definitely eavesdropping. I can see you're upset. Everyone thinks you're crazy. Did you know that?
Crazy? I saw him fall, Veronica. I watched him die. I saw it all.
Wait, I see dolphins.
What? Where? Down there?
She leans over the side to see. Lady H is nearby, pretending not to be paying attention. Well, this is going to go poorly, but let's go ahead and push her overboard.
Just lean a little further.
I grab her by the waist.
What are you doing?
She's as thin as a child.
No, wait.
Well, I silenced Clarissa. I pushed that silly girl overboard. Achievement unlocked. Double homicide. Glub glub gurble. Last sound she makes is a little mewling like a kitten.
Be happy together. Well now, dear, I honestly didn't think you had that in you.
She slipped.
Of course she did, dear. And I suppose Malcolm slipped last night as well.
I check quickly. We're all alone up here. Can you show me where she went over? I can't see anything.
Down there.
She steps closer to the rail triumphantly. Push her over. I lunge before she's expecting it. Achievement unlocked. Triple homicide. Ah, good times. 3 clever little murders. Malcolm, Clarissa, Lady H. Let's go below. As I leave the rail, I look up. To see Commander Anders at the wheel looking back at me. Oops. The bridge officer might have seen me on the upper deck last night. Oh no. I wonder if he did. Let's go talk to him. To reach the bridge, you climb a metal ladder from the upper deck. It's a terrible idea. The masterful Commander Anders is at the wheel. On a hook inside the bridge is a key with a bright red fob. Wave to Anders.
Commander.
Mrs. Villancy, come in. The bridge isn't empty. There are a few duty officers about. And how are you faring this morning, Mrs. Villancy?
Well enough.
Have you been up here before?
Never, I think. The view is quite impressive.
Yes, indeed. The upper deck seems a long way down, doesn't it? No one there now, of course. Do you know I was on watch here last night?
Oh, yes?
That's right. It was a quiet night. Light breeze, no fog. Relatively good visibility.
Mr. Anders, my friend. I feel I've known you a long time.
We're old souls, Mrs. Villancy. That must be it.
Are you trying to tell me something?
You and your husband like to take the air at night. But did you know that you're not the only ones who do that? Lady Armstrong also takes a stroll about that time.
Well, it's a good thing that she's dead. Was she alone?
Deck was well attended last night, as I recall. A few key characters on our little stage. Now, Mrs. Villancy, I should perhaps return to my duties.
Can I trust you, Anders?
My advice, Mrs. Villancy, look after yourself. That way people will stick by you.
What's that key?
The one with the red tag? That's my pass key. Why?
So you can go anywhere you like?
Of course.
Can I borrow it?
No, Mrs. Villancy. It's more than my job is worth to give that to a passenger, even one as charming as you. Anders pats his trouser pocket.
Not even for me?
Not even for you.
You seem very sure of that.
It's my duty, Mrs. Villancy. I take my duties very seriously.
And you have a wonderful hat, too.
Thank you, Mrs. Villancy.
Thank you for showing me the bridge. Perhaps you could show me more later?
I would like that very much. Good day, Mrs. Villancy. Doing my rounds. Alright. Well, I didn't get him to visit me in there. Let's see. So you two are there. I mean, I guess I can go back to her room. Oh. Someone went up on deck, it looks like. Clarissa's door. Use Malcolm's key. Nah, I don't care. Alright, Carstairs is up on deck. Let's see if he stays up here.
My earring? No, it's not here.
Ah, Mrs. Villancy. It's Mr. Carstairs, young Englishman. Damn fine day, what?
Incredible view. Don't you think?
While he looks, I'm scouring the deck. Nothing. Do you think so? Just a bally lot of old water, if you ask me. You up here looking for your diamond by any chance? I found it lying here on the deck like a bally fish. Lucky thing I did, too. Might have flolloped back into the sea. Showed it to the Major, and he jolly well diagnosed it. Diamond, highest caliber. Look. I'm afraid I only found the one, though.
What's it doing here? I'm not even wearing those earrings today.
Really? How curious. But it is yours. I mean, you'd better have it back. And I wonder how the dickens it got here.
A thief? Perhaps there's a thief aboard.
Better take twice as much care over those diamonds, then. Shall we take a turn around the deck?
Wait, look, dolphins! In the water.
Dolphins, you say? Doesn't seem likely, my dear. Water's too cold here for dolphins.
But there's something down there.
I glance up towards the bridge. I think I can see a young officer at the wheel.
Definitely there, in the water. Lean over, look.
Really? I can't see anything.
Just lean a little further.
Honestly, I'm leaning as far as I bally well can. Push him overboard.
Have a closer look, Mr. Carstairs.
He tumbles over the rail. Elsa! And then he is gone.
Elsa?
Quadruple homicide. Suddenly the ship's bell tolls from overhead. Man overboard! Let's go below. Anders appears from below. He looks serious. There you are. We're needed in the restaurant now.
I have things I need to do.
You're out of time, Veronica. Please, I don't want to drag you. I'll go with them. Let's see what happens.
I'll come.
Yeah, so I think I need to do that while Anders is watching. Because Anders won't give me away. In the restaurant, the Major are soon gathered. Anders walks in and steps to one side. Thank you all for coming. Anders, where's Lady Armstrong? I haven't been able to find her. No matter. Poor woman's probably fallen asleep on the toilet again. We will continue without her. Thank you for those of you who have come. I know it is inconvenient, but it is also, I think, important. As you can see, Mr. Carstairs isn't here. Because, extraordinary as it might seem, Miss Veronica Villenzy pushed him overboard.
It was an accident. He slipped and fell.
The officer on deck saw you push him, Mrs. Villenzy. I also have reason to believe Mr. Villenzy is also no longer aboard the ship. Mrs. Villenzy, there is really no alternative but to accuse you of not one but two audacious murders.
Just the two? Should I tell them you were in on it, Anders? And take you down with me?
She's lost her mind. Mrs. Villenzy, please come with me. Commander drags me by the arm out of the restaurant.
It wasn't me, it was my evil twin sister. She's called Lorelei. She's awful. She looks just like me, but she drinks and she sleeps with people.
Just come with me. You'd better stay in your cabin until we dock. Alright. Yeah, so we have to do deaths on the deck when Anders is watching.
Land of the free, right?
Alright. In we go. Let's see what we got. Banged up socialite Veronica Villenzy was dramatically arrested for a string of murders aboard the SS Hook, which docked into Brooklyn Harbor today. It's the New York Herald Tribune. They would not have spelled it with a U. Mrs. Villenzy will be a guest of the Sing Sing Correctional Facility in somewhat less comfort than the widow of a British aristocrat might be accustomed to. Pictured, little is known about one of the victims who was traveling under a false passport. Oh, interesting. So I think a couple of these attempts are from me popping in and then quitting out to test some other things, just like recording stuff. Not with the actual game. Alright, what is Anders' secret is back in the list. Can I frame Clarissa? Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. Villenzy. Right, that's a kid.
Come in.
Thank you, ma'am. Captain says we put into Liberty Island at 4 p.m. Your husband is up already, is he?
I don't know.
I beg your pardon, ma'am?
Have you seen him? Please. I don't think he came in last night.
I have not seen him, ma'am. If I do, I will tell him it is time for breakfast.
All right, Veronica. 8 hours, then you're free.
I was hoping that I'd have an opportunity, because there is an achievement for killing 7 people. And that, of course, is your husband, Malcolm, Clarissa, Lady Armstrong, Carstairs, Anders, the Major, and I guess maybe it's either him or Elsa. But I'm not sure. Alright, so the things that we need to do. Framing Clarissa does it, like... I think the earring, maybe dropping the earring and then going and ringing the bell might work. But I still need to get her up on deck. So let's go ahead and look around the cabin. Bathroom. Fix my face. Let's see, the tablets. Pocket them. Okay. I can leave. Alright, let's go down to the smoking room. Look in the pockets. Take the wallet. Take Malcolm's key. Leave the room. So I'll get up there too late. Can't ring the bell yet. Okay, I want the Major to go someplace else. I'm not sure exactly what time he does so. Bathroom, pocket my earring. Alright, leave. No, she's still there. I guess we could go up to Anders. Better for seeing you. About half past. Alright. Between 11 and 12. Bring your hat. Let's go through these. It's 11:30. Okay. Go back down. Alright. Let's see. Alright, good. I wonder if I could kill Carstairs in there. Probably not. I think that you gotta knock most of them overboard or something. Clarissa's door. Knock on Clarissa's door. Have you seen Malcolm? See. Do you know where she is? Knock on Clarissa's door again. Meet me on the upper deck. It's important. Duck out of sight. Try the key from Malcolm's jacket. Drop an earring. Leave the room. And let's leave. And let's go ring the bell. I don't think we've done that. So she's still up on deck. The ship's bell hangs by the bridge. It's sounded when someone goes overboard.
If I ring this, then everyone will know Malcolm's gone, so I'd better have my story straight.
Let's strike the bell. Grab the striker and hit the bell. It isn't long before I'm in the restaurant with several of the others. Thank you all for coming. I apologize for gathering you all here. It is most unusual, but I believe something unusual has indeed occurred. Mrs. Villanzy? Malcolm Villanzy isn't with you?
I knew it. He's missing since last night. I'm worried sick.
It's true, I think. The bed in the Villanzy's cabin has not been slept in. I saw it.
That's because he's dead. Dead because of her. I saw him fall into the sea. Last night he fell past my window as I looked out. Why didn't you tell anyone? Why didn't you tell me? Because I loved him. I don't know if you can understand that. There, I said it. You know, of course one doesn't like to gossip, but Malcolm Villanzy was on the upper deck last night, and he might have been up there with Miss Turpentine. They have very similar figures, our two women. Wouldn't you agree, gentlemen? It must have been Clarissa. Taking a moonlit stroll with my husband. I'm sorry, Mrs. Villanzy, but I found your earring there just this morning. Here, I still have it. It was my earring, yes, but I wasn't on deck last night. So how do you explain it? I think Malcolm gave them to Clarissa. Has anyone looked in her cabin for the other one? What earrings? I don't know what you're talking about. And I didn't go on deck last night. I was in my cabin waiting for Malcolm, but he never came. Diamond earrings. And you were in love with him, Miss Turpentine. It is quite plausible that he gave you such a gift. Think hard now. Was it Miss Turpentine you saw on deck last night, Lady Armstrong? I think perhaps it was Clarissa that I saw. And this is terribly ghoulish, but I heard Mr. Villancy going overboard. I heard the splash. I didn't realize what it was then, but now, well... I know what you're doing, Veronica, I know. Enough theatrics, Clarissa. Admit what you did. I rather agree, dear.
Ladies, please. The fact is, Mr. Villancy is missing. The evidence we have is all circumstantial. But in my experience, circumstantial evidence does not lie. Only people lie. And when their lies unravel, the truth stands naked before us.
So, what is the truth?
Miss Turpentine, you went for a stroll with Mr. Villancy on the upper deck in the dark. Just as Lady H heard something or someone go overboard. You were in love with him, Miss Turpentine. And like a cad, he claimed to love you. As America approached, you demanded he leave his charming wife. Quite naturally, he refused.
That's not true. He was ready to leave her for me. We made plans.
If that were true, Miss Turpentine, then you would not have pushed him overboard in a fit of jealous rage.
Let's say nothing.
I can confirm it. I saw Miss Turpentine up on deck with Mr. Villancy, and I saw something fall off the ship. This will be a major scandal for the company. I didn't want to say until I was quite sure of what I'd seen.
You liar! You're all in it together! This is a fix! This is a fix! You hear me? I'll get you, Veronica! I'll get you! I feel sorry for you, Clarissa. You had your whole life ahead of you. You're doing this to me!
This way, please, Miss Turpentine.
Can't stand being on this boat another minute.
A most curious affair indeed.
Bar of the Hotel Partington.
What do you have, Miss Amersham?
I escaped with a nice commander on my arm. Let's see, whatever you'll buy me. I like it straight up with a twist. Something strong and smooth. Let's go with that.
Oh, I have just the thing. I must say, you did that very well. You made her look quite insane.
It's not the only thing I do well.
Oh, I know. You're terribly versatile, my dear. Your drink, miss?
Miss. I don't think it'll last somehow.
Can I earn out Malcolm's life insurance policy?
Here's to life insurance, money, and charm. Nice. It's a lovely package.
I'm a very lucky girl.
I'm glad you think so. Full steam ahead.
Deluxe suite in the Hotel Partington. I wake to the sound of an envelope sliding under my door. Anders is still snoring. I'm being blackmailed? Veronica, I saw what you did. And that money you'll be getting? Look at the writing. It's a tidy hand, mean, calculated, practiced. Read on. You're going to be sending some of that my way. And lovely Mr. Anders, give lovely Mr. Anders my very best. Toodles! Alright, achievement unlocked. Make a killing. Freedom, life insurance, no loose ends? Heiress Clarissa Turpentine was dramatically arrested for the murder of Malcolm Villancy on board the SS Hook. Mrs. Villancy is reportedly now a very wealthy woman thanks to a generous life insurance policy, and has already been seen in the company of a new man, Commander Anders of the British Navy. Watch out, sir, there might be storms ahead. Pictured, Miss Turpentine broke down in tears as she was led away by harbor police. Alright, well, that's a good time to wrap up the episode. We have loose ends, though. Alright, so that makes me think I need to really, really avoid Carstairs. But I do want to... see, I'm not sure if Lady Armstrong is the one who sent that. I don't think so. I think that was Major. So maybe if I can sneak into the Major's room and see his handwriting, then I'll recognize it. But I haven't really seen an opportunity to take him out. But that is something for a future attempt. See you then, everyone.